The rain pours down, the wagon wheels splash in the mud, and you find yourself once more in the Tangle. You've already faced this place once with your companions. Surely it'll be no different this time. It's nice to be confident, but you remember all of the dangers ahead. It's best to keep moving. Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's Loki Oren. We are back with If It Bleeds, It Leads. In our final zone here, back in the Tangle. And 4 road battles for a mastery point. I don't know if we even care about that. So we can get to the lair here. But I actually kind of want to hit that hero shrine. We don't need the mastery points or anything, so as much as it's kind of disappointing to not get the the benefits of clearing out the lair. I don't think we're going to. I think we're just going to go straight on to the hospital to get rid of Mrs. the Mark. Yeah, I think that's what we do. I think we just go straight on. We head to the field hospital because we've got plenty of enough relics to get rid of one thing. Oh, we're going to get double field hospital. Okay, well, that feels unnecessary. I want my money back. But this is fine. We'll get rid of Mrs. the Mark, and I think this is just going to be kind of a low-key zone for us. We're just going to try to get out, basically. 4, is there anything? We could buy another laudanum. Nothing else of interest. Let's just roll on out of here. Yeah, this run's in a good place. I'm very happy. It's been like I think I said at the start of this all. I've not really played with the occultist much, as evidenced by the fact that I don't have any of his skills unlocked. But that being said, I'm kind of seeing the value in him, or at least early on. Now, granted, some of that's probably because I have a warlock occultist, which is, just seems like as much damage as you could ever wish for. Whew! And with the complete catalog, our boys and girls hit like a freight train. Good lord. That is just a straight up death's door. That was a woodcutter. Not anymore. That was brutal. Yeah, it turns out, surprising nobody, the complete catalog is really, really good. That's a lot of dot damage. Sure, whatever. Moving on. And I think we just push through to the end here. At this point, I think we'd almost skip a zone and just go straight to the mountain because there's not really anything we need to power up further. I mean, there's things we'd like. We've got 116 baubles still. And that was even after kind of getting a little frivolous and buying things like a Hag's Hoard, and a Blistering Bugle. But I don't think it's I don't think it's necessary to do anymore. There's a greater Gilded Mind. Ugh, not worth it. How are we doing for laudanum? You're down to 2, right? Yeah. Okay. Let's buy the 2 laudanum. This close to the mountain, relics kind of start losing their value because relics are for in items and combat items. Right into the hoarder. Are in items and combat items, and in terms of combat items, we're pretty close to locked in. We have we have the triage kits and healing salves. We'll have some laudanum, and probably somewhere in that I'm going to work in these otherworldly fragments, and maybe something like smoke bombs to have as well. The point being, we don't really have much we need to worry about purchasing at this point. Really, just looking for improvements. Rousing Ringer. That's not gonna apply because we're not gonna get our flame that low. Pairing Patriarch Kappa. Another Sharpness Charm. You have the 15% sharpness charm. So Heartseeker, nah. No, disappointing. Carry on. We're basically speed running this zone. And this is the decision. So we could go to the lair, get a bunch of stuff, but I do think we go to the hero shrine instead, as weird as that is. The fact that I only have one of Alhazred's skills unlocked is just... It's so hard to judge the character and kind of get a feel for how good he could potentially be. So Ahasbid wants to rob him. We can go from Dismas and he takes some stress. Probably better to go from Dismas here. Yeah. Hurts that relationship and picks up a bunch of stress, but the alternative was putting Boudica and Alhazred very close to a negative relationship, which we just don't want to do. Yeah, this wind chime's been carrying the squad a little bit. Definitely taking out some of that stress. Oh, elite enemies, and this is the... Oh, hey, it's Bullseye Barrett. Hi, Bullseye Barrett. Good to see you, buddy. It's gonna be a real shame when I have to cut your head off, but, you know. You're almost just dead and gone to that. There we go. Drummer Boy is dead and gone already. Unfortunately, we are going to have to experience the joys of Bullseye Barrett. Man, the Jinx would be such a good... we're getting so many combo points out of the Jinx, and I think that's one of the things this party doesn't seem to have a lot of is good ways to use combo. Because if we look at, like, you know, Wicked Hack plus 50% damage, but that makes it 610. This is 1018. Like, it's not better than Howling End. I guess we have Pistol Shot to eat combo points, but Pistol Shot kind of feels... I mean, it's weaker than a lot of the alternatives here. But, that being said, Bullseye Barrett does hit pretty hard. We could have stunned the Bishop and kept him from doing anything, but that's why we didn't. He will oftentimes do penance first. So, if that's the case, there's very little reason to finish him off. You got potential, kid. Oh, that was nice. Well, if that's the case... And... Nope, not available. Hellion is getting a little bit chewed up here, but I think that's okay. Wow. We could heal her for 39. Oh, it's a critical, but I think I'd rather just do that, get the guaranteed takedown here. Because the Hellion will have looks like is going to have an opportunity to heal herself anyway. And we might get an unchecked power here. Yep. So we Adrenaline Rush, get her damage up. And just start beating this guy down. You can't even hit the front rank, but Vulnerability Hex, I think, gets rid of the armor. Yep. There we go. We don't want to eat those taunt tokens, unfortunately, so I think we... Wow. Big incision hit there. Yeah, we could have eaten the taunt tokens and gotten her to full, basically, but I'd rather her take the hit. Because she can heal for 20% here, so she'll heal for 13. And now we can Indiscriminate Science eat that. Just weakening Curse because he can't do anything else. And heal for another 10. There we go. And the Hellion's basically back to full. The party's this if it bleeds, it leads. This party is definitely definitely showing its stuff. Geez, my words are all over the place. It's definitely showing its stuff in terms of a healing output. You know, we've not had much in the way, especially not in the second, in the last zone in this one, of like true danger from an HP perspective. It's mostly been trouble with. Can we sacrifice 10 Flame here? What's next? Watchtower, Cultist Battle, then that stuff. Yeah, we can sacrifice 10 Flame. But it's, we haven't really had much in the way of HP worries. We have had stress worries out the wazoo because this party does not deal with stress very well. But, between Wind Chime to try to get, just a little bit of stress healing and just a lot of critical hits. We're pretty good without it. Hey, doggo. Oh, he's a cute doggo. I love him. He is my best friend. Good dodge. And a blind token to boot. Jinx is the Jinx is so good. See, the way I read this, I didn't think it was a 100% chance of something, but apparently it is a 100% chance of something if you hit Dismas. Which is going to be pretty top quality when we're, when we're in the heart battle and he's going to get hit repeatedly just because, or not the heart battle, the Slay the Spire in my head. The Chains battle, because they just AoE a lot. So we're just going to end up having a bunch of their attacks here. This is you. If we high rolled it, we would have taken him out, but we'll take that. Not much of a finishing blow if the guy just, survives it. And yeah, nice easy bandits battle. Nice nice way to round out nice road battle to get. I still think it's a little too weak. I'd really like to see Red Hook scale the road battles a bit more. I mean, I don't mind when you're in the we're in our 4th zone and we're getting battles like that don't feel very dangerous. I almost wonder if the answer is not like you don't see the lower level battles, but they get empowered more. Like, lost souls become, damned souls. And they have more HP, deal more damage, and have a new ability. That's kind of what we need, I think, in that regard. It's just some way to... Okay, looks like double cultist battle. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. I want that creature done. But, well, everybody wants to go there. I really want to unlock... I don't even know what it is, but I want to unlock another skill of his. Yeah, Creature Den's not going to give us anything useful. It sucks to take all that stress, but the best case scenario, Creature Den gives us an item that, makes combat items cheaper in the final inn. We're already kind of swimming in money. Not relics, per se, but, we got plenty of baubles. We're not exactly, in a situation where we need to be buying things. So I think we just, I think we go and fight this cultist battle. It does get the loathing down to nothing. I mean, gotta go fast seems good. Yeah. Gotta go fast. We still have not been able to get Boudica and Alhazred together for any length of time. They just don't seem to like each other. Which is fine. You don't have to like everybody you meet, but, it'd be kind of nice if you did. We'll put in Take Aim this turn. So this is where we could use Vulnerability Hex. No, it's Vulnerability Hex? Yeah, it's Dodge, so we could get rid of a Dodge token, but we could also just do that. And get rid of both Dodge tokens in one swing, which I think is what we end up doing here. Face your confession! Having that blind token kind of sucked, but geez. Yeah, we have not output a lot of damage this round, that's for sure. But we did get rid of most, if not all, of the dodge tokens. Unfortunately, we end up with them just picking theirs back up, but that's okay. We can live with this. Because now, that goes there. Down to 2. This just kills outright. Another crit token's nice. Take care of you. And unfortunately, I should have done that in the other way around, because Alhazred, again, can't hit. Weaken gets rid of both of these. Oh, man. That'd have been cool if we'd landed it through the dodge token and ate the critical. That'd have been pretty sweet. But he dodged it anyway, so it ends up not being too relevant. Okay, they definitely are eating. Huh. Interesting. They don't spell it out, but that's kind of a stealth buff for them, and it's a good one to just get rid of. They get rid of crit tokens when they hit. That's, Alright, hush. Alright, are you gonna stress heal yourself here? No, you're gonna stress heal her? Alright, well let's cool you out a little bit. And then vulnerability hex. Get rid of this one's dodge tokens. A lot of bleeds building up. But this goes to the whole, like, why are the bleed resistance tokens, and by extension all of the, or the, not tokens, trinkets, like, why are the bleed resistance trinkets bad? Why are the blight resistance trinkets bad? Because this is a bleed heavy fight, and we're dealing with not a lot. I mean, it can get very high, it can be scary, but it's not enough to, it's not enough to make a decision about. Now, second time. That's okay, though, because now we just put you to death's door. Don't get a bleed on you, though, unfortunately. But take you down, and now hopefully Dismas can finish the job here. Nice. Very clean. No, we don't even care about that. Hey, look at this garbage. So that's the one trinket I didn't rate in my tier list, was the Dark Impulse. But I mean, it kind of feels self-explanatory. Dark Impulse is, wow, man, they are just like, they do not want to go to a hero shrine. Well, if we're not going to go to a creature den, we're not going to go to an oasis. Like, that doesn't move the needle enough. It doesn't, and probably when we get there, everyone's just going to want to leave or something. Well, Boudica's stressed out of her gourd here. But yeah, I didn't rate the Dark Impulse, but it's basically D tier. It's only good if you have one of the few cultist trinkets that's mechanically very good. So Cruel Intent and, is it Wounding Words? Or Spoken Sharply? The one, I can't remember off the top of my head right now, but the one who, or the one that does damage is pretty good. But like all the resistance ones are pretty bad, with the exception of the stealth, or not stealth, stun. My words are all over the place today. The stun one's pretty good too. Let's get rid of both those guys. Kind of nice to get rid of them, because they'll deal most of the damage in this fight. And now we just missile artillery. Alright, no need to keep barking at each other. Good lord. Wait, what? Did I miss a... That was a positive stress event? Oh man, doggo. So, comment section below, them adding the mongrels here, is that a good sign or a bad sign for the Houndmaster? On the one hand, it's kind of a good sign in the sense that if they've made a dog, they've made a dog character model. They used it in a couple different places. It seems like it would be a good sign that they've clearly thought about this. On the other hand, the fact that you have the rabid rusher type dog is in the creature den, and you have this guy with the pillagers, that sort of suggests that in addition to the antiquarian being a bandit, the Houndmaster is too. And that's not going to feel good if we have to fight our bro, the Houndmaster. Because he's kind of a cool dude, and I like him. But, hard to say. I personally think they'll add the Houndmaster. The Houndmaster's kit feels like it's going to translate from Darkest Dungeon 1 to 2 pretty cleanly. A movement shuffle we don't really care about. Do we even need to fight this? We don't even need to fight this. Eh. Hurts the Dismas-Paracelsus relationship, which isn't our favorite. But, like... Yeah, and we'll just go straight on. But neither does fighting it. It doesn't gain us anything. Like, there's no trinket the cultists can drop that we want. There's no item they're going to drop that we need. And, you know, most of what they're going to give us is junk, so we're just taking, you know, we're just taking damage, basically, at that point. But yeah, back to the Houndmaster. Yeah, I think the Houndmaster will make the transition. It just, his kit is pretty solidly something that would just translate over almost directly. All right, let's do Alhazred's next hero shrine here. Well, I don't know about you, but I haven't read a lot of Lovecraft, but I know a little bit, and I know deserts are usually bad news. Also, I know his... Well, talk after this.
Ahead, the stone spires of a pyramidal temple called down jagged bolts from a rolling, angry sky. Undaunted, he crossed the threshold of the towering aperture, settled himself upon the central dais, and prepared for the coming sacrifice.
And what we win? Binding Shadows. Self forward 1. Unchecked power when that... Well, at least it hits the front ranks here and can be used from the back ranks. So that's appealing, at least. What do we slot that in over? Probably over... I don't think Demon's Pull is going to be that relevant at this point. Yeah, I think we swap out Demon's Pull for Binding Shadows here. But what I was going to say is the reference for Alhazred is Abdul Alhazred, who is also known as the Mad Arab, is the guy who allegedly wrote the Necronomicon. Also allegedly, you know, died in a pretty gruesome way, eaten by something, you know, that could not be seen by mortal minds. So, you know, take from that what you will, but that's the reference. But deserts are not a good place in a lot of Lovecraft. Oh, this fight's a joke. So Binding Shadows does move him forward 1, but we don't really mind that, because the Plague Doctor... By that point, the Plague Doctor... I mean, that actually might mean we swap out Incision back for Noxious Blast, maybe? Maybe that's the answer? I don't know, I need to think on it some more, because we do want to have Alhazred have a melee attack and have one that can hit the front ranks. We're also kind of hoping for a higher roll on that Howling End. Good dodge. And a blind token for your trouble. What do you win? And you win a combo token for your troubles. Well. Nope, we were hoping for more there. But that's okay. We're still getting there. Still got the Arbalest down before he kept doing awful things to us. You've been down worse roads, friend. I mean, Dismas would know. Dismas was there.
Cleared with impunity.
Now we just take the Hellion just takes her beating here, as it were. Yeah, I think my next formation, another comment section below, if you think this makes sense, but I think my next formation will be another occultist formation, but it'll be one that has the Man-at-Arms, because I think that'll be A, fun, and B, probably quite busted. Because if we just have some guy who's just gonna sit there and tank all day, a Warlock occultist doesn't have to worry about getting damage. But maybe, I don't know, I'll look at more formations that use the occultist. Because he's definitely a lot of fun to use. And I would like to make more use of him, expand my knowledge and skill set a little bit. Gargantuan enemies, but only 2 of them. I will always have your back. Remember that. I mean, okay. 9 damage with Abyssal Artillery. 10 damage with Howling End. That's disappointing. Go ahead and set up take aim because we're just gonna want to complete catalog our way into. You just use complete catalog to finish this guy off, I think. Ooh. Why are you swinging all the way into the 3rd rank, buddy? That's kind of rude. Well, that's obnoxious. Do we have Dismas take that damage? Yeah, we do. Good dodge. And get the burn up. Now, do we have Paracelsus take that damage? That answer is no. We do not. And we sure as shit don't have Alhazred do it. We're not having Alhazred take repost when he's got. Now, to be fair, he does have 36 HP because we've got an invigorating stew on him plus plus the Hag's Horde, which again, you know, I think I rated. Where did I rank Hag's Horde? I think I rated it like C or B tier. It's been a minute since I looked, but I think I want to say it's C tier. Because I just don't think max HP is a stat that's worth stacking most of the time. Don't get me wrong, I mean, in a situation like this, it's nice to have him back above 30, but if he didn't have this minus 11, we wouldn't be using this. You know, the whole reason we're doing this is because he needs it. Ooh, that was a slight error. I mean, I guess it's not really going to matter. That wasn't going to be what kills him anyway, but moving him up, that does complicate the Plague Doctor with Incision. Which does make me think that we get rid of Incision, maybe? Yeah, I think do we get rid of Incision? Or do we get rid of Magnesium Rain? Well, Hardened Heart is garbage, as is Heat Shield. Ugh. But yeah, the max HP trinkets, like, this is a very niche scenario where it's kind of good. And even then, I don't know if it's actually good. Like, if I'd gotten a better trinket, I probably wouldn't be using it. Because I think he's got a, you know, 23 is, I think, the baseline. That's enough HP to maybe survive. Okay, well, first of all, that was a nice big hit there. Because now we get to do this. Perfect. Got him down. We do need to get work the evangelist down if she starts worshiping. But you are vulnerable to melee next turn, so we'll take aim and do a nice big hit here. We do have a bunch of dodge tokens, which is not bad. Good dodge. Sorry, I'm all over I'm scatterbrained again. Yeah, I think we've got to get rid of Incision if we're going to have the Occultist dancing up a rank in the kind of mid-game, as it were. Just blowing huge chunks off this guy. Nocturne Commune, I'm pretty sure is her worship. Yep. Alright, so unfortunately it looks like he's probably going to get healed because I can't imagine they're not going to spend the worship on him. Oh, we might get it here. That act out might do it. He might go down. Please? Yes! That was perfect. Unfortunately, you can't draw that up because you can't plan for the act outs, but when it happens, that sure feels good. Alright, now we just got 24 HP to blast through, and now we get to, well, actually, the vulnerability hex, first of all. Get rid of that dodge. toe-to-toe, and then it'd be really nice if we had a crit token for this, but we can still do plenty of good chunk of damage there. And we'll just finish next turn. Oof. Woof. That was a lot of damage. Yeah. I mean, we're going to head to the end next. Like, it's not going to be a problem. Jeez. Just casual 27 crit. There we go. Nice, easy cultist battle. This formation's definitely firing on all cylinders. Another mastery, 25 flame, bunch of stuff we don't care about. Carry on. Just kind of mix it up here. Inert. Probably not going to use that. You can get right the hell out. Stale bread can go. Alright, we're good. And we'll head into the final inn. Parties is about as strong as they could be. We never did get the Boudica-Alhazred relationship. And I think at this point we're just going to have to accept that that's not happening. Which is fine. It's not mission critical by any stretch. It's nice to have, but I don't think it's going to be what makes or breaks us. And we're heading to the mountain anyway, so it's not like we have much time or option to consider how to fix that. Now, we have carried these glimmers of hope the whole dang way. We still have them, right? Yep. So we're going to go into... Ooh, Stout. That's a very good trait for a Warlock occultist. Iron Stance, who cares? Clotter is okay, I guess. And Slayer of Fanatics. All of these are, you know, 2 of those were kind of good. 2 of them were kind of meh. Another mastery point. Who cares? Alright. Well, let's... I mean, first of all, in items, we've got 1 Clarifying Poultice. Are there any more for sale? Sadly, no. Snappy Swig and Hint of Home. Well, Snappy Swig is incredibly good, but I think this is kind of the A tier, S tier common here. Turn start, 25% chance of big dodge tokens. That's really good. Hint of Home just kind of cuts out the middleman and heals you, though. Yep, S tier. Hint of Home. Give me that. Give me that crap. And that can go straight in... Where do we put that, I wonder? Do we put that on you? Probably. We probably put it on him. There we go. Reduces his HP quite a bit, but he's going to be healing each turn. No. I think this is the play. And we'll just... to get rid of that. And alright, is there anything you would upgrade? No. Well... upgrade that because it's the only thing left to upgrade. I mean, we're literally just like throwing mastery points at things because there's nothing left to spend it on. Let's see. We've got some relics to spend as well. Meditative we don't really need. Playing cards we don't really need. Boxing gloves, blasphemous idol. Cool. Boxing gloves. Oh. Hard noggin, second wind. Wow. Look at this highwayman. This is a beast of a highwayman right here. I love this. Who's got our weakest stun resistance? Who do we not want stunned? Because everyone's got... So highwayman's got, you know, probably the best. I'd say it's probably Paracelsus we don't want stunned. So that'll get her up to 70. That'll be good. Speed, I think we'll just make the highwayman go fast. Just negative relationship. Oh man, that cost us the Dismas relationship. Oh well. Just stack all our buffs onto Dismas. General's Dream. Anti-Venom we're not going to use. Wow. Just look at all this. Look at all this healing we have. We're definitely not going to be using all of it. But it doesn't look like we're going to have room for smoke bombs either. So we'll get rid of that, get rid of that. Nothing left. I mean, nothing left to really buy. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you all for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. You know the drill. The Let the YouTube algorithm know that I make content you like to watch. Tune in next time when we take If It Bleeds, It Leads into the mountain and finish this run. Till then, see ya.